You've probably heard of the art of war. You might even think you understand it, but you don't. Because the real power in Sun Tzu's words isn't what's written, it's what's hidden. Between the lines, behind the calm wisdom, beneath the surface of every quiet strategy, are 7 unspoken laws, 7 real principles of dominance, influence, and survival. And once you learn them, you can't unsee the game. Let's get into it. 1. The law of perception. Power is an illusion until you make it real. Sun Tzu said, all warfare is based on deception. That wasn't a suggestion, it was a blueprint. The first hidden law is this: power isn't about having strength, it's about appearing to. The perception of power is power. You don't need to win every battle. You just need them to believe you can. Think of it like shadowboxing with the enemy's imagination. If you control what they think you're capable of, you've already won half the war. This applies to everything: negotiations, relationships, status, social media. People don't need truth. They react to signals. So you give them a show, not a confession. 2. The law of silence. What you don't say hurts them. More, Sun Tzu writes, let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night. Why? Because in silence, the enemy panics. Stillness isn't passivity, it's dominance in disguise. People fear what they can't read. If they don't know what you're thinking, they can't defend against it. Speak too much, and you lose leverage. Reveal your emotions, and you hand over the map. Let them guess. Let them wonder. In war and in life, mystery is a weapon. 3. The law of positioning. Never fight where you're weak. One of Sun Tzu's most powerful ideas is buried in simplicity. Avoid what is strong. Attack what is weak. That's not cowardice. That's control. True power is choosing the battlefield. You don't debate in a room where they outnumber you. You don't fight a man where he's strongest. You don't play fair when the world is built on unfair rules. Instead, you shift the game. You move in silence. You strike when they're off balance, emotionally, physically, politically. Let them show you their strength. Then, walk around it. The law of rhythm. The moment always turns, if you can wait. Sun Tzu never directly said this, but it echoes in everything he wrote. Timing is power. Rhythm is law. When you're losing, wait. When you're winning, press. But always know, the tide always shifts. Everything in war and influence is rhythm. A conversation, a mood, a cycle of public opinion, a viral moment. The impatient man loses because he forces the rhythm before it's ready. If you can sense the current and time your strike, you become unstoppable. The average person acts, the strategist waits, then moves like thunder. 5. The law of division. Confusion weakens, unity strengthens. Sun Tzu said, if your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. That's not just psychology, it's tactical fragmentation. Divide your enemies, multiply your odds. A united enemy is dangerous, but a confused, disorganized, emotionally reactive one, easy prey. Use misdirection, spread misinformation, expose their weaknesses to each other. Let their emotions do the work. This is why smear campaigns work, why gossip is powerful, why people fall apart when they stop trusting their own side. Split the herd, and the lion eats easily. 6. The law of emptiness. The less you need, the harder you are to beat. Sun Tzu constantly speaks of retreat, of hiding, of shaping the battlefield. But there's a deeper law hiding there. The man with no desperation is the most dangerous one alive. If you're not desperate for attention, money, approval, or validation, you can't be manipulated. Your enemies rely on your thirst. They want you greedy, hungry, loud, and emotional. But But if you operate from a place of internal power, you move like a ghost through the battlefield. You can't be baited, you can't be trapped, because you need nothing from them, and that makes you free. 7. The law of total war. Life is the battlefield, always the final hidden law. Sun Tzu's book wasn't just about armies, it was about life itself. Every moment is war. Your job interview, your family argument, your silence on a group chat, your brand, your moves, your words. If you understand this, you stop playing soft, you stop expecting fairness, you stop thinking peace is the norm. There is always someone watching, always a hierarchy being built, always a game being played, with or without you. So you make your choices like a general, not a civilian. Because power doesn't come from waiting to be liked. It comes from mastering the field and moving like you already own it. The real teachings of the art of war aren't just in the pages. They're in what the pages don't say. These 7 hidden laws. They're used by politicians, corporations, billionaires, and kingmakers every single day. The difference now is you see them too. And when you see the invisible, you become untouchable. This is the 48th society. And now you know what they didn't want you to.